Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hazirah binti Abdul Aziz from University Malaysia Terengganu. Our research is about the assessment of selected heavy metals in Longtail Tuna and this species as the metal bioaccumulation marker towards sustaining a healthy lifestyle of Malaysian consumer. This research is collaboration between University Malaysia Terengganu, Institute for Medical Research and Malaysia SafeDex. In 2020, Malaysians are among the world's biggest consumers of fish, eating at least 56.5 kilograms of fish per person each year. So, is your fish safe to be consumed? Based on current statistics, Malaysian population in 2021 increased to 33.42 million in comparing to 13.8 million in 1980. Aligned with the increment of Malaysian people, the economical sectors including urbanization and industrial activities were dramatically increased to fulfill the demands of society. Consequently, the metal effluent into river and ocean was increased, thus developed the rapid metal bioaccumulation in fish. So, this research is the first step to revise the permitted level metal contaminant in fish that's set by Malaysian Food Act and Regulation 1983 and 1985. Regarding this study, we have published 3 papers about the consumption frequency of longtail tuna among Terengganu people, the proximate composition changes in raw and cooked samples, and the review on metal content in tuna species. Based on Malaysian Food Act, the 14th schedule regulates that the permitted level of arsenic, lead, cadmium and mercury at 1 mg per kg in fish. However, the finding of our research found that the concentration of arsenic in both raw and cooked mussel of longtail tuna was exceed the permitted level of 1 mg per kg. PTWI is a calculation to express the maximum intake of metal by human over a lifetime without risk of adverse health impact. However, it is interesting to note that the provisional tolerable weekly intake or PTWI for arsenic, mercury, zinc, cadmium and lead calculated in longtail tuna also exceed the permissible limit set by FAO, WHO and Committee of Toxicity. So, do you still think our fish is safe to be consumed? The findings of this research are very informative and significant to provide the sufficient data to Ministry of Health Malaysia to estimate the permitted level of metal contaminant in fish that can consumed by human without pose any adverse health impact. Secondly, the data from this research can give the clear figure to Ministry of Environment Malaysia to assist and regulate the human activities including industrial and urbanization through the monitoring and controlling the water quality. Lastly, the result can give the contribution to Department of Fisheries Malaysia as to improve the quality of fisheries sources. Other than that, our finding research with the collaboration between Ministry of Health Malaysia, Ministry of Environment Malaysia and Department of Fisheries Malaysia also being able to fulfill the 3rd, 6th and 14th Sustainable Development Goals, which is good health and well-being, clean water and sanitation and life below water. Besides being concerned on the quality of marine organisms, our priority is also focusing on the effect of Malaysian health risks, especially when consuming the longtail tuna fish. Our findings research were able to provide the current status of metal pollution, especially in Terengganu waters, as well as being able to provide the information on the metal level in longtail tuna species. It is very important because over-consuming the metal-contaminated fish will tend to bioaccumulate in human body and give the adverse health impact to human anatomy. Minamata and Ita-Ita diseases are 2 examples of metal toxicity disease that outbreak in Japan. Minamata and Ita-Ita disease that originally declared in Minamata City and Toyama in Japan, caused by discharge of metal mercury and cadmium by chemical plant and mining site into the aquatic ecosystem. The health damage that experienced by local residents started when they were consuming the toxic contaminated fish from these areas. So, it is crucial to confirm the level of metal contaminant in fish as to avoid from such health crises in Malaysia. Subsequently, the permissible proportion of metal contaminants in fish guided by the Malaysian Food Act and Regulation should be revised, aligned with the other countries such as Singapore, Hong Kong and Australia. These countries have taken early steps to revise their Food Act on permissible limit of metal with their current population increment and situation. For detailed production costing, we have spent about RM22.35 per sample, comprised of chemical substance, the equipment as well as the Longtail Tuna samples. From the academic recognition, we have published 3 papers from this research and also received the invitation as co-researcher in metal assessment in fish. All documents can be accessed through the QR code provided. Lastly, this research was conducted with funding from Fundamental Research Grant Scheme (FRGS), and this research is tribute to one of our team member, Allahyarham Professor Madya Dr. Ahmad Samsudin bin Ahmad. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching.